Hello, everyone. It's Kissy. Welcome to Goddess Diverse Tarot. I'm going to try to speak louder than I usually do because I've noticed that the audio has been a little bit lower than comfortable, I would say. So, but it just feels like I'm yelling. So if I tone down again, I might invest. I might just have to invest in a microphone so that I can speak comfortably as I do without feeling like I'm yelling, because that's what it feels like. So maybe I'm addressing this because Mars is in Virgo right now in the 11th house. And I had to look that up before I even started doing this reading. And the reason I had to look it up was simply because the energies that I was picking up as I was getting ready to do the reading, it just felt like, I'm like, what is this? Who is this doing this energy? And then I look through my cards and I get a page of coins, just Virgo energy, and then it kind of like flipped again into Knight of Swords. So you got that Mercury energy with Earth, right? Which is, and I'm talking about Virgo because with Mars in there, I have my sun in the sixth house, so I know what it's like. It's like you just, Mars is like, it's hilarious. Because it's like, it's so gung ho about what it needs to do, right? For the good of the home or for the good of the organization, the group. And it's like, but Virgo's energy is so like, so fast, so much, it's like so much to do, so little time kind of vibe. But it's just in the mind. It's like, okay. And then you also find yourself like getting very much into the details of any situation. Like you just want to convey this one little message, and all of a sudden it becomes like a lecture hall of communication. And it's like it just keeps the inspiration to continue to elaborate or to express more visually. So getting really into the details to bring out the tell, like to tell that story for from Mars perspective, to tell the story of Virgo's way, in Virgo's way, because it's like it feels like very enthusiastic to be able to be so practical and so detailed, that you can say everything in such a way, yet it's so much that it can be overwhelming, because it's like you want, with Mars, you want to just dive into this, dive into that, dive into the other, like it's the overwhelming of, oh my god, I gotta cover so much such a little amount of time, in such a way that a large collective can interpret it as one solid information, like one purpose or one thing. OMG, that was, you see, I'm just telling you. So also I noticed another thing. So I'm like, I want to share all these ideas through all these cards, and I'm usually very much about just one deck of cards, and really focus in, hone in on as much, so it was always a very slow process to feel like I was giving the whole picture story. And with this energy, I'm noticing it has to do more with like gather more intel, gather more resources, like all of this, so that this passionate flame, or so that this fire energy can light up, oh crap, sorry plant, light up the sky kind of thing with it's like sharing a very beautiful idea in a vast way. Oh, jeez. Okay, let me just stop it. Stop. Stop. Okay. Oh, a few things about dreams. So I had these dreams. Let's see if you can relate. Just put, whatever individual comes to mind as I tell the story. Allow that to, if it fits, then it's part of your energy frequency, and if it doesn't, don't take, don't hold on to those ideas at all. It may not be pertinent now. It may come handy later. It may not come handy later. But regardless, let those ideas kind of just be. And when they resonate, you'll know. It'll give you a little click, Anyway, so, okay. Yes, I am all. Let's see. All right. The dream was. So there's a masculine from your past that might reach out to you. This masculine from your past is possibly, I think, just like a friend or mentor in your life. And also, it feels like this person just because this is kind of like the teacher-student dynamic but the teacher is perceiving it in a way where it's like, oh, so the student thinks they know more now. And gets kind of like a resentment bubble of it or something. And so kind of like snuffs you off or acts like this is a karmic teacher, by the way. I gotta say it that way because it's not at the highest vibration of what the essence of a teacher truly is, right? And so you get to this place where this person calls or reaches out to you, and you're like almost like in the illusion of just kind of going with the flow of it all, like, oh, back to normal, so to speak, or like nothing ever happened. You don't, like, we just pick up where we left off and pretend nothing happened kind of vibe. And all of a sudden, within that moment, you recognize, you kind of remember, and then you're like, all right, well, I have to go do whatever it is that I gotta go do. I'll talk to you later. And you're gonna hang up with this person, and you realize in that moment, this is what it is that pisses them off or something. That your independence of them is a trigger, or it's that it's at the moment that they want to be codependent, you decide that if it's not productive or if it's not, it's almost like same old, you're just going to go ahead and end the connection. It's not necessarily like, it's not a permanent thing. It's just like, okay, this energetic exchange right here has nothing to do with the moment kind of thing. Even though on a higher level, everything shows itself for a reason, right? So everything can have a higher approach to it, a more wider scope explanation of how to deal with it or how to perceive it, right? So it seems like I don't feel like you closing off the conversation or going about, all right, it's not you can't come with me, or it's not you can't join me. It's that your flow is moving at a certain tempo, and it's almost like you can't stop the momentum, and that person knows this, but instead of them activating their momentum to kind of like vibrate in that same space, they may not be willing to put in that energetic work in order to be there. All right. So anyway, so in the dream, the girl, the divine feminine, says, "All right, gotta go," and hangs it up. And she can sense that this was not a. She can sense that this person was not happy about that. But then it triggered her own memory to understand, like, oh, this is a pattern. Oh, this is being shown to me beforehand, so that I can. So for some of you, you might get like a dream of this individual coming back and trying to like connect with you again. And so what you'll end up doing is remembering that when it comes, you'll have an opportunity to make the choice. You have the opportunity to respond to it in a way that's different. You'll have an opportunity to decide, does this person how do I interact with this energy? Do I run from it? Do I acknowledge it? And if I do acknowledge it, how am I going to interpret the interaction? Like, am I going to look at it as if it is something that's part of my purpose, or just another hook into a past cycle that kind of doesn't choose to evolve, doesn't choose to move forward? Okay. You see what I mean? If everything is so lengthy, everything is sauce. There was another part, there was a karmic feminine also approaches a divine feminine. No. The divine feminine puts on an outfit, like, I don't know if it's a robe or like a dress, and goes and shows it to an older feminine. And she's just happy to wear it, but it's almost like if the older individual kind of gets a little bit jealous or gets bothered or tries to compete. Like, you get a vibe of like you were just trying to show them the dress, and your excitement kind of like rubbed them the wrong way. So be mindful of individuals that that's kind of your happiness rubs them the wrong way in a certain kind of way. And I don't think it's something that's done intentionally. It's not something. It's part of the characteristic, or it's just part of the vibe of that individual being insecure. There's a level of insecurity, and I don't even think it's a conscious thing at that point. So I would say, who cares? Who cares? Fuck it. All right. Oh my. Oh, I had this moment that my son, we were discussing, I was going to wash his sheets and I was going to do his room really nice again, because my daughter had a sleepover, and so of course she took over not just her room but his. Anyway, and then I don't know where this came from, but he was like, I'm gonna, how did he say? He's like, I'm like, yeah, we're gonna make your room really nice, so that if, anybody comes to visit, we could let them stay in that room and it'll be really nice. And he was like, yeah, I'll be like Jesus. Anybody can come in and it's gonna be perfectly clean. So, oh, these conversations. I love it when Spirit speaks through children, mostly because it's almost like the most truth you can hear. It's because it comes in different, and it just comes through as natural. You can see that there's no barrier in the flow of what's being said. It's that innocence that comes through, and then you hear it from that space of knowing, or wisdom of knowing what it is, the presence of that energy, which is God. it's like, oh, I hear it. You can feel it. You know it, that it's directly engaging with you. And I feel like that was kind of cool to see that happen. Ooh, look what we have here. King of Pentacles wants to speak, wants to come out. The King of Pentacles, it's the manifestation of abundant wealth, health, beauty. This is everything to do with the earth realm, everything to do with quality, and like, this is luxury, but it's luxury of character, luxury of expression. This is like having the most beautiful view, building a building, building a building with a perfect view, perfect aesthetics, creating a building that is considering comfortability of the most quality, you see? So that's the King of Pentacles energy. And I feel like that, you know, the whole concept, like every time Virgo comes around, the theme is always clean. Pristine, clean theme of Virgo. And I love that because it's a certain integrity, and it's a certain knowing of what is true quality, or what is true integrity even. Listen, my mouth speaks, but sometimes my own mind has to follow through with me. Okay. Two of Wands in reverse. And I took so much... Okay, let me stop. King of Pentacles with the Two of Wands in reverse. So this is a King of Pentacles that has been kind of looking at the world based on the choices he's made. We got the white rose and the red rose. This reminds me of the War of the Roses. And he holds on to one wand. So one passion he's sure of. One passion he's willing to let go. One action he knows to be correct. And another he knows needs to be left behind. But with his right hand, he has the world in his hand. And to me, that's so symbolic of feeling like you already been there, done that. Okay? Like the world is small in your hand, and it's like you're looking out for something more. But then it's in reverse. So it's like, could it be that this King of Wands is unsure at this moment, or maybe unwilling to try to look at things differently and go and be willing to create something new? We have the Three of Swords in reverse. So whatever decision he did not make, this King of Pentacles, did not break his heart. Let's clarify the choice. See, he knows what he wants with the Knight of Cups. He's going after what he wants. And he wants opportunities. He wants variety. But he also wants security. Now, I'm sure that the first thing that crossed a few minds here is, oh, he wants variety, huh? And security. Well, yeah, That doesn't necessarily mean he wants a variety of women, a variety of options to engage in his pleasures. It could be he's driven to follow his heart towards the things that he really wants to do. And what he wants to do, I feel, has an opportunity for things to manifest for him quickly. For him, that the more he pursues the things he's passionate about, the more security he's gaining, or is how he maintains his security. Ooh. And his luster for living. Now, I would say that's, that's very passionate. I mean, the Ace of Wands could be, he's very turned on. But being turned on is also being very excited. Being excited for a new thing that you're involved in. It's like, I love, moving. And see, I feel, oh my goodness. Okay, the Two of Cups in reverse. Hoo-wee. Alright, this King of Pentacles. He didn't feel that there was a need to choose a relationship, because when he follows his heart, it guides him to do things that he loves, that bring him security. And what really is right now making him passionate is not a relationship. OMG, Spirit, speak with less rudeness. He wants a new beginning. About what? Let's speed this sucker up. What? Okay, there's a heart. Oh, the heart. Why did I say the heart? Okay. The Sun in reverse and death. Holy fuck. This King of Pentacles did not choose love. He chose pleasure. He wanted to do what he wanted to do, and it did not include a relationship. He wanted a new beginning. Like free, right? A new beginning, free. But that's going to make him unhappy. And it's going to end. What's going to end? I mean, yeah, he's not feeling, this is not going to make him feel like a winner. It's not going to make him feel like victorious. I think that this King of Pentacles is acting kind of immature. Remember, this is a Knight of Cups. Very much, fuck it, I'm just not going to make a decision. This is not the way I thought the reading was going to go, by the way, just so you know. But anyways, he decided, I don't have to make this decision. I'm just going to follow my heart. Fuck a broken heart. I want options, and I want to hold on to, what's mine. And he's excited that he doesn't have to be in a partnership because he wants this new beginning, right? But then it doesn't bring him happiness. And it has to end because he realizes there's no victory there. Oh my goodness gracious. The story's getting juicy. Oh, justice. So I think that ending brings balance. And so somebody is confused about how this ended. And why why there's no judgment here. What? This is the second time it comes out, by the way. No judgment. Yesterday's reading was like that too. Yeah, this was some kind of a burden. An emotional burden that wasn't true. Somebody really is the Ten of Cups. Somebody really is happy. Wait. Speak to me now. So this Okay, so this King of Pentacles that acted foolishly, blah, 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 right? He decided, oh, I'm not going to take this relationship. I'm not going to see eye to eye with you. I'm just going to follow my passions and start over. Boom. Go into the world like fresh and clean, unencumbered. But that happiness comes to an end real quick. That victory was short-lived because justice came through with a lot of information or a lot of there's a lot, and I say information because these are cups. This could be like a lot of illusion, but also because every cup is like a different feeling or a different. It could be like a different woman coming through. Justice for this person is kind of like they got caught up in an illusion, and then everything came to a close. That cycle came to a close. The justice is that he's an illusion. How is that justice? But then there was no judgment. Oh, okay. The justice is that this King of Pentacles, I guess, is stuck in some realm of illusion, right? And that's why that whole behavior pattern had to end. It ended. Boom. But there was no judgment made on that. Because this King of Pentacles worked really... See, this is what I'm not getting. Why is there no judgment? Clarify the no judgment. Love. The justice is for him to be an illusion till the end of time. Why am I singing that? Lord have mercy. Why? Okay. Listen, I'm not liking this. To be quite honest, I'm not liking this. Justice is, you shall remain an illusion till the end of time. Because you didn't make a judgment on love. What? Okay. Because they placed burdens of heavy heart by lying, by not telling the truth about this, about actually having a family or about actually being happy. Oh my God. Or having a happy family, something like that. They didn't tell the truth. They caused a burden of heavy heart, a lot of disappointment by lying. Either they lied to a family, or they lied about having a family, or they lied, or they hurt a family. Oh my gosh. No me gusta. That means I don't like it. Hold that thought. Listen, let me just tell you, I'm not the kind of person to do things blindly, to act blindly, because I did that for a long time in my youth. I'm an Aries, and I'll be honest, I had a very, very one-track, not even a one-track mind. I was very curious, but I mean, like, when I said this is what I want, I would be like hone in right to the core, right? And sometimes to my detriment, You know, I got what I wanted, but when you got what you wanted, is it what you wanted? And a lot of times I could say it wasn't. You know, those are some hard lessons. Hard lessons. So, because of that, I've learned to widen the scope of my view. You know, like a sage would. See the bigger picture. But also with the Gemini quality, or with Mercury quality, I guess, to be able to see the details of I mean, it's not to go far in advance, like every idea that comes to mind, then now you got to be paranoid and not act on it. It's not about acting or not acting on it. It's, are you going to push through something that isn't for you? Because if you have to push through, we're not talking about, because the real like growth of a seed isn't forced. It pushes through, but it's like a contraction. Like when you're having a baby, you're not making that happen. That force is source, it's natural. It comes without, it's like a volcano when it erupts, but it's also, it's not something that you're doing with your mind. When something is meant to sprout, blossom, grow, it does so. Not by your will, but by God's will. You see? But, oh my God. Why did I talk about that, people? Jesus. Okay, okay, wait. There was a point in that. Lord. Sagittarius. Expand. Oh my God. Okay. I'm listening. Expand, Sagittarius. Okay, we were talking about the mind expanding. Yes, the larger scope of things. That this King of Pentacles, in his small desire to just seek out opportunity, to hold on to his security and just follow his passion that did not include another.
You got email.
It's okay, puppy. Go.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So, okay. Following his passion, not to not to work well with another, okay? Remember, this does not also have to be romantic, sexual encounters. We can be talking about just a King of Pentacles that wanted his desires for opportunity based on an unhealed heart. You know, that it was a choice made out of like a pained heart to just seek out opportunities and hold on to what they have so that they can just follow their passion independently, or not to have to work with another, or not to, it's like they didn't want to even depend on another person, right? They just wanted this new beginning by themselves. Just me. Just, I'm going to be so happy. Like the Fool. This is again Aries energy, right? The Fool isn't malicious. The Fool is innocent. This was an innocent, out of their own pain, they wanted this innocent new beginning kind of feeling. You know what I mean? They just wanted this new beginning where they didn't have to engage with anyone, and just basically like, I'm going to be about me, or I'm going to be selfishly just about me kind of thing. But that was a short-lived happiness, and it came to an end, and a lack of victory. And the justice was, or the balance would be, I guess you could say that it's justice, because if they don't change that, then they remain an illusion. And so justice would be, if you're going to choose to remain in illusion, then we're going to have to close out that cycle. And it's like that person would be like, well, I'm not going to choose love. This sounds like somebody that is hard-headed, King of Pentacles. Like, they're not understanding. Right now, you're acting out of... it's like, what do they say? People are seeking pleasure to avoid pain, right? That's what this is. This person is seeking pleasure to avoid pain, but they're causing pain to others. It's in that selfishness, they're not considering the other. It's like, it's okay if you don't want this for you, but you're not wanting this for you, and then kind of like at all costs going for what you want. You're not thinking about the other person's right to want what they want. Even if it means, it's almost like playing unfair to win and being okay with that. It's like, nah, I'm like not caring at all to place burdens on other individuals, to make others like struggle, to put others in very dark energies, emotionally overwhelmed, in pain, and manipulating the truth in some way. Also, if it's like not caring about other people having this happiness. It's like, as long as they get what they want, if what they want gets them what they want, they're not thinking about who doesn't get what they want based on how they're manipulating. You know what I mean? And it's like, expand the perception. So you are not part of my plan. I took the easy way out. So I feel like this person is a sabotager of life, of themselves. Like their perception is very selfish. This could very easily be a narcissist. And because they know that you're not part of their plan, and they also know that they took the easy way out, they know what they did. And they even know the consequences. That's weird. Like, so you're okay with that? Like, I mean, like, that's got to be the ultimate, like, saboteur. And, like a spiritual I don't want to say spiritual saboteur. And I don't want to dive too deep into that, but goodness. I don't know that, maybe as infinite as God is, so is that darkness. But, I don't know. Oh, and these came out before I started recording when I was shuffling. So I know we have a soul connection. This might be somebody that you actually, in fact, did have a soul connection with. Like, you might have had, you know what that feels like? And I'm just going to say it outright. It actually feels like, if you look at it on the most holistic scope, right? Look at it as if like the conception of God, right? God, all goodness, all gracious, all being, everything, the light and dark, right? The yin and the yang. But God is complete. God is wholeness. And then there was Lucifer. That's what this feels like. It feels like the peace of God that can never get out of his father's shadow energy to become his own in his own right. Any hoots? Let's see. The Crow says, messages come to me in many ways. I am an objective observer. I am mindful. My intuition is getting stronger and more comfortable. I pay attention to guidance from the divine. I am a magnet for all of the good things in life. I align with my spiritual strength. The Crow. Okay, so, hold on. All right, we'll leave those there. So I think we're getting an expanded understanding of that energy in particular. This is the shadow side of Earth energy. When Earth and water come together, how Earth, think about it, if what happens to Earth if they're not balanced with the water? Because this is like, I'm gonna give a little bit of water to fire for that steam, so that I can keep generating myself. But it's like an unwillingness to open up to receive water. So oh Lord, I don't know about this stuff. I'm guessing, right? Like Earth has its own source of water. But if there was another source of water, like on a plant, like if your plant is self-sustaining with a certain level of water, and then you come and you overwater it, I don't think that's good for the earth, right? It's like you can't really grow. I don't know why that even came up like that. Okie dokes. It'll make sense to somebody. It'll make more sense to some. Oh, Lord. Listen, there's something there. There's some, oh my God, no way, come on, really? There's something sweet and almost kind, but he was sweet and he was short and unrefined. I might have the lyrics wrong. But now he's here and now I'm sure. I wonder how I didn't see it there before. Oh Lord, Beauty and the Beast. She glanced this way. I thought I saw at my paw. Alright, so this is oh my God. Okay, I think this is like a narcissist, King of Pentacles, that finally realized his ways were wrong. He caused a lot of pain. He was very selfish. He didn't realize how fucked up he was. But when he realized, this is it. This is what you're going to remain in a fucking world of illusion. Because you didn't choose love. Now that he's getting this expanded view, now that he understands that it's like they're understanding that you were not part of their plan and that they did take the easy way out. And they knew that you had a soul connection. They were denying your connection, okay? This is someone that you may have been married to. And this person never really saw the sacredness of your connection and is realizing that they were probably going against you just based on their pain and just to meet their own needs. But it's almost like the universe justice showed them through experience, perhaps, what the difference is between living in an illusion and what is real, right? Because it's almost like, remember, the King of Pentacles, he's not the king of water, he's not the king of fire, he's not the king of air. He's the King of Pentacles. He's Earth. He knows Earth so well that he doesn't know what not Earth is. Do you see what I mean? People that are not Earth can see what Earth is. So it's like, it's right in your face. Like, this is what Earth is. But if you're Earth, you don't really see yourself. Or it's like you don't know what not yourself is. I don't know how to explain that shit. Anyway, so you know what I mean? Like, this King of Pentacles kind of like realizes what he was not. And now, because he sees what was not real, he's able to see what's real. He had to see a lot of what wasn't real to understand what real is, to understand himself. He's real, meaning from his realness, all he sees around him is illusion. And he doesn't realize that that's all he was seeing was illusion, illusion, illusion. So it took for him several cycles to end this cycle, realizing he doesn't, every time he doesn't choose love, he's choosing illusion. And now he sees how he created that and the burdens he caused and the pain he caused and the untruths he spoke about, this man was even willing to pretend love you. And it's like, do you not realize that when you pretend love someone, you're pretend loving yourself? And when you pretend loving yourself, you're not really living? What the hell is wrong with some people? Like, how dumb do you have to be? Sorry, I'm not trying to be mean, but it is what it is. El violon, I can't say that word. The violin, basically. El violoncello. Okay, the violoncello. This is a person that is manifesting their own energy back. Like, just imagine, when this is karma. It's like, but this is what he was doing. That selfishness, all that self-love in the illusionistic way, meaning like, he was self-serving. There's a difference between loving yourself for better self-worth than loving yourself like Lucifer. Like, you love yourself like you're the best and everybody is not. And so because you're the best and everyone else isn't, they deserve punishment, and I'm the one that's going to authorize it, and I'm the one that's going to make sure that I get what I want. And who cares what I tell them as long as I get what I want? I'll play them because they're invaluable. This person couldn't even see the value of other individuals because it's almost like everything was about my value. Mine. Oh my God. So now they're getting the return of what they invested in themselves. Yeah, they pleasured themselves, but now they're I think they're getting the realization of those people that are like them. And it's like, ew. That's not true power, okay? That's not authentic or natural. So now he doesn't, now it's like, now even if he wants to end that, he can't. He's like surrounded by, this is Scorpio energy. And look, I'm not even making it up. Scorpio energy, and then you even got this. This is like, he's getting the sacred truth of what natural is versus people that are not upright, people that are not stable, or people that are not solid, real. Real. This is fake people. This is real. Like, it's like all that fakeness he created for others, it's like he's realizing, holy shit. So it's like almost feels so defeated that it's like, might as well then. If I'm gonna be bad, this like isn't that like the Joker energy? Like if I'm gonna be bad, I might as well be the worst bad. Like every villain, that's their story, right? If I'm condemned to being bad, then I'm just gonna be the worst of the bad, and that's the devil energy, which is basically like if I can't be God, then I'm just gonna be the most powerful anti-God, but not realizing all that time that they were never a match for God, which is why they created that illusion in the first place. And that's that for that. I don't know where this is going, Lord. Mercy. Why do you do this to me, Lord? Okay. What do we got here? What do we got here? What do we got here? We have the female issue. This is like a seductress. I wonder if this could be Lilith energy, but I haven't researched much into a female issue. So, but the way I interpret her energy, this is a very fiery energy, very creative energy, someone that is very beautiful in their own right, but I feel like they value just, oh, this is, could this be like the female version of the King of Pentacles? Oh my God, I would love to I don't have my phone, but I would love it if I could just research her. Maybe I'll do a follow-up video of researching her so we can get the down low on her. Maybe it's nothing to do with this, but right now the way it's coming through is she's like the female version of this King of Pentacles that although in society he looks like the paragon of society, right? On the spiritual level, this is what's been happening, right? This very, very narcissistic individual. And now she comes along. See, she probably can't even produce children. And I said she's very creative, but it's almost like her creativity is very... that selfishness is just to her pleasure. It's her pleasure. It's not to create things that are in harmony, that collaborative energy, like we all win here. It's all about me or mine. Yeah, a conflictive individual, someone that just wants to give a lot of runaround, and as long as her needs are met, she doesn't care who she has to play. She doesn't care to participate unless it's for her benefit. Okay? So that's the female issue. I guess universe is showing that for every yang, there's a yin, right? Keep in mind that this could be an aspect happening in your own energetic field. This doesn't have to be personally about you. This could be something you're observing out there in energies of how they're playing out. But I feel like collectively the energies that are playing out right now are I guess I would say the purification of the earth realm for this behavior. This pattern of behavior has come to an end. This could also be probably alluding to how they're saying how, where did I see that? Over here somewhere. Where did I see it? Where I said he was manifesting. It was like an 18 card. Holy macaron. Okay. Well. Okay, now I lost what the fuck I was going to say. Jesus Christ. Have some mercy on my soul. I was saying that this is like the manifestation of that energy, that what they're talking about is, who's they? I guess you could say the collective, right? The spiritual understanding that we're gaining and understanding about is how, as individuals, we're perceiving the reality, as well as how the reality is shifting based on that collective merging, coming together. And so it shifts not just collectively but individually, the perception of Earth, where that split off is, okay, this energy is seen, understood, and we understand it as that is the illusion. But we also saw how it looks so real from our 3D perspective. I feel like that's what the lesson of the Earth realm was clearing or learning, that those energies have been kind of like purified. And those were the characteristics of the energy that was being purified. Okay, so let's see. We already talked about this. Oh, there it is. There it is. What I was referring to was, this was of these cards. It was 18 that popped up first, like the self manifesting. So that was being purified for the self to manifest, kind of thing, from the Earth realm. Okay. And this was like this. Okay. Well, did I use all the cards so far? I think I have. No, I haven't. I used those. I used these. I used this. Okay. So we got this one to do. We use this. And this. Alright, so let me put these. So let's see with the clue cards what else comes through. Okie doke, see? With the library here, we have lessons that are being learned, but in a way that is, with the lounge, this is like having the time, the space to really go deep into these lessons, or to really go deep into the understanding, having the resources and the space to understand. There's a accusatory attorney, so somebody can be very accusatory because they find somebody intimidating. You, by the way, I think. Your intensity perhaps intimidates, and for whatever reason, this is like ringing in their ear. It's like the intensity of what you're learning in the space that you have to do it is allowing, is because this person that is accusing you of anything, like they accuse you out of intimidation. That's a confirmation. Hold on. Okay, and so they're getting kind of like a. Remember, they're connected on a soul level. They realize this. Because if you're holistic, or if you're soul and you've integrated your shadow, believe you me, that if you interacted with people that are really dark and you're not integrated, you are a dark being on this realm. You're doing dark things in this realm. So when you integrate it and you're doing light things, light work, you've integrated your shadow, and you're still kind, or you're still loving, or you're still giving, or you're still sharing, you're being light in this realm. And this realm is full of darkness, can see light easily. So they're getting the little pings about your light being very expanded. And to them, they're very attuned to it. And the reason they are this way with you is because they can't. Because they are the darkness, they don't try to be the light. You being the light and some darkness, and when you do shadow work, you really embody your darkness. But because you're light, you can balance it. For them, they're not willing to balance. Thank you, puppy. They're not willing. I love you too, baby. They're not willing to balance their light. So but that doesn't stop them from feeling your vibration, and it's based on the lack of theirs. It's almost like, I don't know how to describe it. Lord have mercy. Here we have the two. Over there, please. The Two of Values. This is like, oh, and then we have here 8th house. And then the Two of Values this is the 2nd house. So something to do with the 2nd and 8th axis. This is Taurus and Scorpio energy. Jesus. Caray. Alright. And then this is 6 and 12. Give me a second. Because what I'm seeing is this person has a spiritual connection, and they feel it in the physical realm with you, right? Because we established that you have a soul connection. And through that soul connection and that access of reality and dream, they're able to access in the physical realm your dreams. Not just your dreams, but the things that are supposed to manifest into your reality through the 2nd house of values and the 8th house of other people's resources. Listen to that. Alarms are going off. Ding, 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 ding. She's on the trail. Wait. They're able to access through the things that you value your resources. So this is like this is interesting. It's like energetic ATM. You've been an energetic ATM to this individual. The kitchen represents the 3rd house. So this is the 3rd house of communications. This is siblings. This is neighbors. This could be someone in your neighborhood, or this could be a family member. Okay. This could also be a Gemini, because 3rd house is for Gemini. Here we have a Leo energy. This could be Leo in the 3rd house. So it could be a Leo in your neighborhood, or a Leo family relative. For some of you, this is even someone that was in your home. This is 4th house energy, Cancer energies. Someone that is in your home, was in your home, was someone you considered home. Look again, the 4 in reverse. Face up. And then you're like, it couldn't possibly be. I think realizing like, oh shit, that's who this is. Now keep in mind that the energy of one person can travel through others, right? When that person is far from you and they can't reach you directly, their intention and energy, if they have that soul connection to you, can travel through individuals that are closest to you and access your energy. So that's why we do what we call, like those soul ties that are karmic, because us being able to become whole, integrate our darkness, doesn't necessarily mean that our integration of our darkness means that we're still continuing to give access to what we had manifest from darkness. You see? Whatever was manifest from darkness, we're able to discard. That's also Virgo energy, like taking a shit. You get rid of what no longer serves, what already did what had to be done, right? Whatever you ate, whatever you tolerated, whatever you took in, whatever you absorbed, whatever energy you digested, you will eliminate what doesn't belong in your body, in your vehicle, in your space, in your energetic bubble, right? So this is done in the subconscious realm. So somebody's gonna see, this is also Taurus. We have a Taurus energy here. This King of Pentacles could be a Taurus. Is gonna realize all this is kind of happening to them because they're aware that you're aware of how they have been energetically siphoning from you. Their soul connection to you was a gift from God. That was a union that was ordained, so to speak. And because it was severed due to their negligence or their abuse of law, and so to speak, they figured out the assignment kind of story, right? Like they figured it out, like, oh shit, this is my karma. They're getting the reflection of their own narcissist back at them, and they're like, oh shit, this is. And they're also seeing how they cannot access, like all the doors that they had access through that soul tie, all the ways that they could have accessed you, you defeated all of those. That person was like the devil energy that was looming constantly, trying to, when you decided I'm going to integrate my shadow, you had to see all the accumulations of what that source, the source of that energy even derived from, which is you can never be God. And trying to attain godliness is trying to be as close to cleanliness, spiritually, emotionally, mentally, physically, as possible, to become in your own right the most highest consciousness in your space. And from that shadow aspect forms, all the resentments, all the ways you're defeated, all the ways you victimize, all the ways you feel inadequate. All of that accumulates, all that darkness, and that's what the devil energy is, or that's what people consider with the story of Lucifer, is can never quite be God. And then that humbleness that finally comes, like, okay, then you're going to continue to live in illusion until you come out of the bubble that says, because some people can fall in that illusion, and that's those that make, that do the shadow work, like when you fall, right? Fall from grace, you think you can attain godliness, and then you finally hit the ground. Like life shows you everything is divine timing, and you can't will things to happen without God's will. It's almost like there's a certain pattern for that. And so this individual understands now how they were manipulating based on their own victimhood, instead of them doing the work to heal themselves and really understand the wisdom of darkness. because there's a wisdom. Remember, it's not wrong. Darkness isn't wrong or bad. Darkness is the divine feminine energy, which is the other side of God. It's God is divine masculine, divine feminine is goddess. But we're speaking about the energies of the Most High, and then even in the human form, those that can attain a certain balance of the Most High integrity had to go to the most low of depth to realize the Most High. And even then, you never quite get to a plateau. Or wait, that's not the word. You never get to a end destination. Expansion is always expanding. So to each his own in that certain kind of way. But the point that I was making is that until you can close those, until you're aware of how deep that darkness is, until that light is shed on the darkest of darks within yourself, or the darkest of darks that has manifested in you, around you, from the two energies coming together somehow, some way, that create a soul connection, right? That individual was unable to overcome their own shadow to embrace their light. Or they coveted light, their own false light, so much so that they couldn't even see their own darkness. It's like saying you can't see your own ass. I don't know what, there's a saying like that, like they refuse to see what's underneath their own fucking bed, inside their own closet, kind of stuff. So, but that person, it's like you had to come to this. This person was constantly like making you feel like you were wrong, you were bad, you were this. But that person was acting out of insecurity all along, and it's like they got the memo kind of thing. They heard the call, that you're aware of that pipeline that they still had with you, based on you not closing that and keeping that, not having a boundary from that energy reaching you. But it's because you had to get to the core of that energy. Anyway. Alright, let's do this now. And then I'll close off. Mm-hmm. Okay. So we have someone feeling left out, someone feeling unwelcome, someone recognizing that they're not in the know of things, I guess. Someone that got banned for not making a choice. A King of Cups. With this King of Cups and this Page of Cups together, I don't know, I just heard man-child. There's a man-child that was feeling left out, or that left you out. This could be a Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces individual that left you out in the cold and left you almost like with no options, but you remained steady. Despite them taking your options, you created your own opportunity. You created your own opportunity. See, look at this. This person, look at all this fire. When you were left out in the cold, you didn't have anything, any energy. You found a way to sustain yourself energetically. Even though it looks like you're not getting any accolades or any support or any recognition, look what the hell you created. Look how much fucking passion and creative energy you have. abundant opportunities, abundant vision, abundant spirit. Oh my God. All right. With that, I'm going to leave it there. I hope you enjoyed the reading. I'll come back with another one soon. Take care.